Hey guys, we got a great episode of Collections coming up next. We are going to sit down with Adrian at Big A's Diecast. Adrian, how you doing, man? So glad you could join us tonight.
Thank you, David, for having me, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
a pleasure to be
pleasure.
here.
Yeah, same feeling is right back on this side as well. You are one of the first guests on this new series called Collections, and as you have seen, we are all about just connecting collectors to other collectors, and I love seeing what you have in your collection and what's important to you. So that's what we want to talk about tonight. Um, I don't even know where to start. Like, do you have anything you want to say to anybody watching that there might be one or two people who have not seen Big A's diecast, but that's about it. So if they haven't seen your channel, what would they see on Big A's diecast?
It's mostly uh, pet hunting content, but I try to do a little bit of some live streams. I try to do, some wheel swaps. I do a lot of shorts, only because it helps out with, with the algorithm. I mean, it doesn't necessarily help you gain any money or anything like that, but it does help, get your channel out there. So, I
Yeah,
mean, that's mostly what my channel is about.
I get it,
And
man.
I am, yeah, yeah. So, I mean, come 2024, expect to see a more live streams, more interaction with you guys. And as far as peg hunts, that's probably gonna take a step back, only because it's so hard to find out there and to find anything out there. This hobby has grown significantly in the past. I want to say post COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And it sounds to me, and I know this is true, Adrian, but I'm going to pose this question anyway. It sounds to me like you really value connecting with your subscribers and people that watch your channel. Like you really get a kick out of that.
absolutely, absolutely. I think it's important. I mean, I don't want. I mean, we wouldn't be where we are if it weren't for them. So,
Well, so let me ask you this, since we're talking about collections and I like seeing what other people like to collect. What do you mainly what really moves the needle or ticks a box in your collection? What type of cars are we going to see tonight?
as of recently, I mean, I decided to just collect like Mopars,
Mm-hmm.
square body trucks, and JDM, and everything and anything Fast and Furious. Everything else is pretty much I'm gonna pretty much stop,
Yeah.
unless it's, of course, like a chase or super.
Yeah.
But everything else, it just, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
if anything, I'm trying to scale down, and I'm glad that we started this project, Diecast of Giving, because it gives me an opportunity to do some spring cleaning every year.
it always goes back to that collect what you like, right?
Absolutely. So, yeah, David. So, I mean, if you don't mind, we're
Start us
gonna
off,
start
man.
with I'm gonna start with we're gonna go back to memory lane, what got me started into this hobby, and this is the Atari series. This is from
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah, man. That's a cool set. I just saw that set in Diecast Supercon.
So, yeah,
So tell me about it. You got it.
I think I have. Yeah, so a former coworker of mine introduced me to the premium models. I'm like, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know Mattel was doing it. And then his boss allowed him to set up like a collection in the shop. I'm like, man, this is cool. And he had he focuses, well, at the time he focused a lot on pop culture stuff. So he had anything from the from the tricks, like the cereal cars, the candy bar cars, and
Yeah.
of course this stuff. But yeah, in no particular order. So this is one of the ones that I've had like forever. This series came out back in 2012, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
2012, 2011. So you got the Pong, Centipede,
These are so
and
cool.
then Tempest. I mean,
I,
the card art more than what drew me
yeah.
more than the diecast itself, to be honest with you. Missile Command,
Yep.
and out of all of them, I think, boom, this is the last one of the set.
So I'm gonna talk to the viewers real quick. If
Atari
you,
20.
yeah, if you think that PlayStation was where it all started, you're wrong, man. Because some old heads like me and Adrian, we used to mess around on a game system called an Atari, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it, but if you haven't played it, it's really kind of cool, man.
It is. All right. So around that same time, these came out. I mean, who's not a fan of Kiss, right?
Right? Yeah, man.
I mean, if it's not their music, it's definitely the costumes and
The whole vibe,
the
man.
yeah, the whole vibe of the shows and everything. I mean, Gene Simmons, the Flames and everything. So of course, gotta have Ozzy Osbourne.
Another legend.
Yep.
I haven't seen this set, man. I'm loving this.
Let's see.
Oh, I love that. Is that the that wasn't the
This is the
British one, was it?
no. This is the I forgot what this series is called. But it's the
Looks
golf.
yeah, it looks like it's all golf. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's all golf. And yeah, I remember. I miss these days, David, because I mean, this series came out back. This is around the time I picked up the hobby again because I mean,
Yeah,
I've kind of been doing a lot of stop and go.
yeah.
When I started I first started collecting in the late '90s, and then I stopped around 2003, 2004, and then I started again around 2011, 2012,
Mm-hmm.
and then I stopped, and then I picked it up again in 2017. One day I hopped on YouTube and I came across different videos, Hot Wheels related, and collecting and stuff like that, and that's how I fell in love with the hobby of collecting again. But
Hey, real quick, Adrian, I gotta confess, man, when I was getting back into the hobby, you were one of the first, like I could count on my hand some of the creators that brought me back into this hobby, and Big Age Diecast was one of them.
during this, when I picked up the hobby back in 2017, I mean, these cars were pretty easy to find. I mean, now forget
Mm-hmm.
it.
Oh yeah. No, all of this golf stuff. Man, what a cool one that is right there. I love that one.
And
Can't beat a
yeah,
well done golf.
yeah. I mean, a lot of people thought that. I mean, this was the quote unquote chase
Mm-hmm.
here, but believe it or not, I mean, this was the hot one,
Yep.
the hardest one to find out of the entire set. So I mean, I'm lucky I found the entire set. Is this one?
Yeah. And don't sleep on that laurel either. Like that's a super cool laurel.
And of course, you have the Mustang Boss 302.
Mm-hmm. Killer wheels on that, man.
Yep. This truck set over here, man.
That's a cool set. I love this set. What is that? Is that the 620 or
Yes.
yep.
Yeah, the Datsun 620. What do you think about these the way these were packaged before, David? I mean, do you like
Yeah, for those
they,
guys, for the
they just
dudes
take
that
less.
display it on their walls, it sure makes it nice and easy to have the same size cards. I gotta say, man, going back to that last one, my family took me to California when I was like, I don't know, 13, 14. And I saw these dudes with these slammed full size pickups. And I was like, I didn't know you could do that. I thought it had to be a mini truck. That's really cool. Like they were so far ahead of their time. And man, they just looked so good.
Yeah, yeah, honestly. And then got
Heck,
this
heck yeah. You know what, man?
set.
I'm not sure there's a better set that's come out lately.
Not really fond about this one.
Was that Sam Walton's truck or the same casting, maybe?
I, I believe so. Yeah, the same casting.
Shop Truck Series. Hope you guys, let me talk to the viewers for a second. I hope you guys, if you guys like trucks, that is one you gotta get online and try and source that set right there. That's a cool one.
I don't know if I showed this one, the ACDC one.
Just briefly, we didn't get a good look at it yet.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Now, are you a metal fan?
DC, I definitely like ACDC, Def Leppard. Who else? Metallica. You know, them I like. But
Yep.
yeah, I mean, I don't like music that's kind of like on the on the dark side. Like
Yeah. Right, right, right. I,
let's see, first ever Super.
all right. We got to hear the story on that.
First ever Super. Okay, so this one, I went to a Kroger's. I got off of work, and I believe my wife called me. She said she needed something for dinner. So, I mean, walked in. I hit the toy section first. They had just brought some of these out,
As we
and this
do.
was at the very bottom, left hand corner. So there was another guy next to me. So he was looking on the right side. I was looking on the left side, and I'm the one that found it, because it was around this time 5 years ago on a Tuesday that I found it. I mean, I'm never gonna forget.
And you know that's why Mustang Hunter, when I interviewed him, he was like, you you cannot ever trade or sell your first super because it's too meaningful, man.
Let's go into these. Whoa.
There you go. Man, that's right when those gassers were just popping off.
So, I mean, I picked up that gasser,
Mm-hmm.
this one here, 50th anniversary, and my Mopars.
Heck yeah.
And of course, this is a variation of this black one right here.
So where did the Mopar love come from?
You know what, David? I mean, it's just a car that speaks to me, like, I'm mean, tough, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it just, it just kind of talks to me,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
mean, tough,
not messing around, not
I mean,
flashy, just gets the job done.
yeah. Start with this set right here.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I'm sure I got them all, but I think, yeah, it's also a part of a 6 car set. I was only able to find 4, but it's all right.
I, I
This one here,
I'll
this is
take every one of those McLarens.
got the Ford Focus,
Such a cool car.
and then this is the chase car.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Here it is. If you're interested, David, I'm more than happy to send you one, buddy.
Oh man, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I wonder,
Okay.
was that the first Forza set?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Let's talk about this one right here.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, so this one has special special meaning to me because I mean I was hunting like a madman to find it. Never did. I reached out to Mustang Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily he had an extra one, or I don't remember how the whole thing came about, but I told him, "Hey, Mustang Hunter, I really, really want this super. I have I have this cool 2012 Super Treasure Hunt Mustang funny car. Would you be interested in trading?"
Something told me this guy was just a genuinely nice guy, and it's Adrian over at Big A's Diecast.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
And he said yes. So that's how I was able to acquire this one.
Yeah. It's so cool because he mentioned that story on my interview with him. And here we've taken it full circle, and now we get to see what he sent you. What a cool
Yeah,
community we're a part of.
yeah, that was the very first trade I've made with anyone in the community, and I will be forever grateful to Jason, aka Mustang Hunter. So
Well,
I mean,
that's what it's all about, man.
yeah. I mean, I definitely don't. He went out of his way to give up that one super, the only one he had, and it was amongst his favorites. To give it to trade with me. A total unknown. You know, I found him just the way I found you.
Yep.
His YouTube channel. Yeah, one of his videos was recommended on YouTube. I clicked on it, and we started chatting it up back and forth. And then I hit him up one day, like, "Hey man, I mean, would you be interested in trading that for this?" Like, "Yeah, send me some pictures of that Mustang." He fell in love with that Mustang, and yeah, we've been friends ever since.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Can't beat it.
Also has
Oof.
sentimental to me.
That
This
thing's
is
hot.
Yeah, this is a gift from our buddy El Presidente, Mr. James Hewitt.
Yep. Hewitt's Hot Wheels.
So I bought this. Well, so I thought I bought it, right? And then turns out that Mattel canceled about 120 orders because they oversold.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "How?" And I was amongst those 120 customers who got canceled on the order. So I was all bummed out. I posted something related pertaining to that on my community post. James saw it. It's like, "Hey, buddy, don't worry. Between my son and I, we bought quite a few of them. I'll send you one." And I offered to pay for it. I'm like, "Dude, I mean, just tell me. I'll be more than happy to pay for shipping and whatever you paid for it. If you want a little bit, a little more,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine." And he's like, "Don't worry about it, Adrian. Don't worry about it. I mean, this one's on me." So that's why this one will forever have, some sentimental value to me.
Yeah, man, that's really cool. And just I mean, how many examples of just people being wholesome like that, are among us collectors. It's just I just can't imagine another hobby has more cool and generous people than ours does.
Absolutely. There you go. This one,
I
let me get
like it.
another one. Yeah, this is Time Micro.
Yeah, I love me some Time Micro, my premium brands. Now you're talking my language.
So this is probably, my most precious. Oops, I don't know if the camera. This
Mm-hmm.
is a gift. This is a gift from my wife. It was from for our anniversary. It's an anniversary gift. She gave this to me about 3 years ago. So
That's super cool. She knows what's important to you, and now like there's a piece of like that's really cool that you can look at a car in your collection and think of your wife. Not everybody can say that. Yeah, that's awesome.
nice Supra. Yeah, love my Supras. What would you say your favorite premium brand is, David? Besides
Ooh,
Chinese Passats.
okay. Hey man, that brand might be on the list, so I don't know. I'll tell you,
Almost messing with you.
Adrian. All right, so you know I like the weirdo stuff, right? I like the stuff
I do, yes.
we don't see very often. Right now, and it could change tomorrow. Right now, my brand that I'm rocking with is X Car Toys. It
Mm,
a lot of people hadn't heard of them. They do a lot of weird stuff that's only available in Asia to like I'm talking about the real cars like in China and other parts of Asia, but they do them really well. They do them they roll really well. They're all extremely detailed. The paint jobs are always awesome and they're interesting cars. And that's what I here's a little secret too. If you find the right online um, store, they're as much as a Hot Wheels premium. So if you're telling me I can have a little car that nobody else has in their collection because it's so hardly
right.
known, I'm all over that, man. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. I mean, it's good to to be to think to be an outside of the box collector. Not collect what everyone else is collecting. Just
Mm-hmm.
collect. Collect what you like.
That's what I like, and I like on Twice Diecast. That's what I like sharing. Is like, hey, I know we've all seen Hot Wheels and Matchbox, and they do cool stuff. But take a look at what these other guys over here are doing too. Give everybody a shot. That's kind of my mantra.
Favorite RLC definitely got to be this one.
Yes, absolutely. I think they nailed that casting. The engine looks amazing. The Spectre Flame looks amazing. I mean, the grill is unmistakable. You know exactly what car that is.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, it just speaks mean,
Yeah.
tough American muscle, man.
Yep. Absolutely. That's a very I don't know if everybody knows about that one, man. And look how well done it is. 2011 Dodge Charger wheels are money. I love it.
Yeah, and some of these supers have metal bases,
Yeah,
like the yeah some of the so I mean that's what that's what a super should be in about.
that's a cool one.
So I don't know if this one is missing the surfboard or if there's one that came out before or after this one that comes with the surfboard.
Well, if you know the answer to that, viewers, put that in a comment below.
Yeah, because if that's the case, then it's probably an error.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, I don't know.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, hold the card down just a little bit so we can see the full card. Yeah, I remember that series. That was what 2017, somewhere
Mhm.
around there.
This one here, this is a Father's Day gift I received from a local collector, and I met him. As a matter of fact, I met him around the time that I picked up the hobby again. Went to a Target. He was there before me. There was an employee, stocking the Hot Wheels on the pegs. Very very nice guy. He's like, hey man, I mean, they put these out. I got two of each. Feel free to help yourself to whatever you like.
Mm-hmm.
And from that day forward, I mean, we're still good friends to this day.
Oh, that's super cool, man.
Take a look at this, David.
Oh
That
yeah.
the American Muscle series.
Mm-hmm.
So that one.
Love it.
Oh man, this is probably my favorite one.
There it is. Yeah.
Black on red. You
Yeah.
can't go wrong, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then the chrome wheels. I mean, really, really make it pop to pick up.
Yeah, we knew some Fast and Furious stuff was coming. That's a clean one.
Then I'm trying to pick up all the variations of this Challenger right here.
They nailed
Auto
that one.
does a great job on these, man.
Mm-hmm. Sure do.
Then this one I picked up recently.
Yeah.
Love the color, man.
Black hood, blacked out rims.
And then this is a Charger SRT Hellcat, a red eye.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. I don't know if I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's from the new mix. I found these. I found this one. Oh, let me show you. I found these two at the same time,
They're doing good things over there at round 2.
and then of course this would be the chase with this mix.
Yeah.
Man, so there's that one, and then I have a little. Where's that thing? Oh, here it is. Just got this.
Uh-oh. What do we got there?
I didn't think, it was scheduled to be here tomorrow. I was like, oh man, hopefully it gets here today so that I could show it off to the guys. Yeah, it's a piece I've been wanting. I've had my eye on for quite some time. I was just waiting, for the price to drop a little bit, and then
So we get a live unboxing on collections. Never before been done, folks. What did Adrian pick up?
boom,
Boom, there it is, guys. Check it out.
Miho exclusive with a tin, the
Yeah.
MOPAR deco.
That's super cool. Man, that's really, really cool, actually.
Patience is key to everything. It's like if you get that's what people fall into. These rabbit holes. I mean, just wait it out for a little bit. I mean, this one I had to wait, about 6 months before I bought it at the price I was comfortable paying for.
Adrian, as we kind of creep toward the finish line here,
Sure.
I always ask, what's a bit of advice for an old sage, old cagey veteran collector like yourself and like me, somebody new watching this that's kind of overwhelmed by all the stuff out there. What's the best advice you can think of for a new collector?
Okay, number one, don't be like most of us when we first started got into this hobby of collecting everything just because everyone else has it. Focus and really really dial in what you really want. At the end of the day, it's your collection. Focus on what you're going to enjoy. Think long term. Because sometimes you might buy stuff and you come to regret it. In the long run. So just really really focus on do you need it? Is it something that you really must have in your collection? And yeah, I mean, if you must have it, try to find honest people,
Mm-hmm.
to trade or work something out, or to buy, even buy it, because I mean, depending on how old some of these cars are, I mean, you have no choice. You have to pay a
Yeah.
little more than a little more that you than what you want to spend, but to have it in your collection. But just you know, again, patience is key. Don't don't get caught up in the hype, and then yeah, network with good people, and think everything else will fall into place.
I love that advice, Adrian. Find what you like. I like how you put it, dial it in. Like you want to spend a little time and think about what you really like. So that's awesome advice. Well, you know, I think we're just about out of time for this episode, and I really, really had a blast looking at what you like and
Yeah.
what Big A's Diecast has in his collection. So Adrian, thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. I consider you a friend and always will. And so glad that you came on the show. Well, folks, we will wrap it up here. We'll have another episode of Collections in the very near future. I appreciate your support of this new series. I hope you've enjoyed just getting to know other collectors in our community and their collections. So until the next video, this is David at Twice Diecast. Take care.